Hello, students. This is if you were absent on Friday, December the 4th. Our objectives were to edit writing using standard English conventions and revise and edit your sentences, identifying conjunctions. So you need to go to its own slideshow. That is a minor grade, grammar conjunctions. Once you open it, it looks like this. Now, I recommend opening this and pausing this video periodically to check your work. So, for example, review what they are. I'm also going to play this video for you because it does sum them up pretty well. And I'll stop and comment.
Coordinating conjunctions are small words that connect two independent parts of a sentence. We can remember them with the acronym FANBOYS. For, and, nor, but, or, yet. So, take a minute and memorize them. If you know these words, you'll avoid a lot of comma errors. Fanboys are connectors, and here are some notes on punctuation. If fanboys are connecting two words or phrases, you don't have to use a comma between them. The office party will feature cupcakes and lobster.
So I want you to notice that this is an independent clause, and you'll see that up here in a moment. It says the office party will feature cupcakes, but lobster by itself cannot work. So no comma, but they need that conjunction.
Commas are also not required if the fanboy connects two verb phrases. We can either order lobster or stay within our budget. If the fanboys are connecting items in a series, use commas between each item. The accounting department will probably recommend cupcakes, celery sticks, and water. If the fanboys connect independent clauses, however, insert a comma after the first clause and before the fanboy. Jane will bake some decoy cupcakes, and Larry will sneak in the lobster.
I want you to notice the independent clause, Jane, that's who and what she'll do. And then we have Larry and what he'll do. So this can be by itself, this can be by itself. Those are called independent clauses. So they earn a conjunction and a comma.
Remember that an independent clause is basically just a sentence. And you can't mash two sentences into one sentence without something between them. That's when you get run-on sentences. Divide them using one of the 7 fanboys. Now, there are lots of subordinating conjunctions, but there are only 7 coordinating conjunctions, the fanboys. Remember that coordinating conjunctions connect clauses of equal strength, and when they do, they need a comma. Casey is an introvert, yet he actually likes office parties.
So independent clause. As a result, I'm talking about the underlined. You add the conjunction and you give it a comma.
Do these fanboys need commas? Practice punctuating these examples. Office parties tend to be boring, awkward, or awesome.
Ask yourself if that needs a comma or more.
Yes, use commas in a series. Let's hope Larry and the boss don't get into a fight over the lobster.
Now you should recognize the fanboy and now you're asking yourself if it needs a comma.
And is a fanboy, but it's connecting 2 nouns. No comma. Casey loves cupcakes, but he doesn't like lobster.
I see an independent clause. Casey loves cupcakes. He doesn't like lobsters. I see the conjunction. I'm deciding whether I get a comma.
The fanboy but is connecting 2 independent clauses. Use a comma.
Now your slideshow will look different than mine. I want to emphasize why you're doing this. You had a 4th grade STAR writing test. You will have a 7th grade STAR writing test. So I want you to be able to enhance your writing with conjunctions and much more complex sentences. You'll see the answers on my video here, and you need to pause and change yours. So I added fanboys. I circled them. Notice the second one is a little tricky because for shows up here. It can also be a regular word in a sentence. Again, I recommend you pause and try this on your own and then compare it to mine. On 5, it continues. You're practicing, you're creating your own sentences. Feel free to pause and work on yours. And by 6, you need to go to No Red Ink and go find this assignment, practicing coordinating conjunctions. When you get into No Red Ink, you might want to pause and go log in first. You've clicked on the right one when it says this. The lesson is a review. You'll close that out and actually do some practice. I also recommend that at some point, just stop and read. If you're getting a lot of green check marks, stop and read and look for coordinating conjunctions. They show up in any sentence. You've got the login there, and then as a reminder from this week, you do have a past due Common Lit assignment. There are 4 guiding questions and then 4 assessments, and you need to treat them like the STAR with strategies. Rereading, thinking about what main idea is. You could look on YouTube. We discussed this in depth in class, so that is why I want you present on Zoom or in person, please. Common Lit looks like this. And going back to our, just going to reinforce this again, make sure you click on third 6 weeks. Click on here and check for what you're missing. This is what will be on your report card. Hope to see you in class and back on Zoom soon.